And also, don't get me wrong, if you're insecure and you're getting a dog to fix that, doesn't mean that they're gonna fix it. They're just gonna aid you. They're gonna help you. Just like you need to train this dog. Don't forget to carry on training yourself, because you can't just expect a dog to fix all your problems. But use the dog to see the things in life, to see that you have to be disciplined. If you don't feel disciplined, a dog's gonna make you, gonna force you to be disciplined, because you're gonna have to take it out. There are set criteria. They're simple dogs. There's a set criteria of what dogs need. And that's walking enough, that's feeding, and that's enough care and training put into them. It's as simple as that. As long as you can do them, you'll be happy, the dog will be happy, you'll start progressing in life, you'll start changing. You'll never regret it. Hi, thanks for watching, thanks for clicking on the video. Just wanted to give you a quick heads up of what my videos are actually like. You know, they require a little bit of patience, they're slower, there's not these big fast edits. The value is in the words. So if you listen carefully, you'll really find some value, and hopefully it'll even make you think about life. If you want shorter clips, I do the best bits of every video that I do, post them on Spotify, post them on TikTok and stuff like that. Link will be in the description. Also check out my Spotify. You can listen to me on there if you don't have time to watch. But yeah, enjoy the video. So today we're going to talk about dogs. I'm going to tell you why you should make that decision and get a fucking dog, and why it'll change your life, and why you'll be so much better off by having a dog, by looking after something. What dogs do is they give you a little bit of responsibility in life, a little bit of a purpose, a meaning, something that makes you focus on not just you every day, that makes you focus on giving care, on doing something that's not selfish. And when you learn that, you learn and you get so much joy. And I'll start off with, when you get a dog, it's gonna be so fucking hard. It's gonna be weird, you're gonna be stressed, you're gonna probably regret it. But once you get past those first few moments, those first few weeks and few months, it's just pure happiness and pure joy from there out for the rest of their life, up until they start dying, which is the unfortunate part. We had 2 dogs, and it was hell for the first couple of weeks. But our situation wasn't the best. We moved into a new home, and then we had a week in the new home, and then we had 2 dogs. 8 months old, not potty trained, not trained in any way really. And it was hell. It was fucking hard. We didn't have a finished house. It was a lot. And I know that if my situation, I can still feel all this love and joy, and I can get through that. Someone in an easy situation is gonna fucking love every minute of it. Now, I'll explain the hardest bits first, and then we can get onto the fucking beautiful joy of owning a dog. The tough bits are the sleep at the start. Almost, I would imagine, like having a newborn baby, but maybe a little less bad. I obviously don't know what it's like from a puppy stage, but another negative is potty training them. They are going to piss and shit in places you don't want them to do that, and you'll get over it. You'll teach them and all that business. You will get past that. It's only temporary. And other than that, I don't see any more negatives. There's not a single other negative that these dogs give us. And I originally thought another negative they would give us is I would have no time for anything. Because before I got my dogs, I didn't feel like I had a lot of time, a lot of spare time for me. And right now, I feel exactly the same as then. So it's not like I can't cope. It's not like I'm struggling. They're just a part of your life. I mean, they take up an extra half an hour to an hour of your day each day, and that's just taking them on a walk because that's a necessity. The rest of it, they follow you, they join you in whatever you're doing anyway. I think the responsibility is a massive factor here that benefits you. It takes your mind away from problems in the world. And some of us have problems in the world because we've got nothing going on. And when we've got nothing going on, we overthink. And now I'll say, if you're fucking lonely, it is a must to get a dog. There's no other option. You have to get a dog. Because that loneliness will go away. And it's perfect for you. And I'd recommend, if you can get two and cope with two, get two and go all in at the start. At the end of the day, there's not that many more jobs or time taken up when you have two dogs, because you're doing it all for one. You might as well do it for two. And the joy you see when two dogs are playing together, I couldn't imagine having one on its own. So if you're thinking and debating, should I get a dog? Absolutely not. You should get two. From my own personal experience, get two. If you can afford it. And then we go on to, you might feel not ready. You might feel like you don't know what you're doing. Like you shouldn't have a dog because you're not responsible enough. And I think that's how everyone feels. And I think that's normal, especially when it's your first dog. If you've had a dog before, oh, you're sailing, you're breezing through it. You should know what you're doing. There's no question you should get one. And if you need help, if you don't know what you're doing, there's so much out there. There's so much research. There's so many trainers out there making content that you don't have to know what you're doing. You can learn. Like anything in life, you can fucking learn. And if you're shit at learning, go pay a trainer. Go to one and you'll feel more comfortable. You'll get more confident with your dog. You'll feel less scared, because that's what it is. You feel scared for its sake, for its health. And most of the time, you're doing things right and it is just a bit nitpicky. But if you've got the ability to care, you will be fine with this dog. You will have no issues. And honestly, it will change your life, because you'll experience this love, this care, like no other, like you could never have with a human. Because a dog is so loyal and recognizes you so much. You're its world. And your ego loves it. Your ego loves it when you're with it, when you have a dog. Because, like I said, you're its world. And that holds a bit of weight because of the responsibility. But the meaning and the value it gives you, it's like a cheat code. It's like dogs are cheat codes. Because it's all just pure joy. Sure, you're going to have a few sleepless nights. Every odd one, they'll wake you up. But I'd absolutely trade it. Maybe not in the moment. The other week, my dog woke us up 3 times in the night. But it had the runs and it needed to go. And that's fair enough. And that's as bad as it gets. That's as worse as it honestly gets. That is the peak of badness. the peak unfortunate situations. It doesn't get worse than that. I mean, if you can't cope with that, something's seriously wrong. But it's a cheat code having a dog. It's so much joy, so much fun, and they get you out. They're so good for our health because they get you out. Why else would you be going on walks? Why else would you be out there? Not only that, but they restrict you enough where you start building healthy habits. Because you have to be home, you have a responsibility. And it's a healthy responsibility. If you want to grow up, if you want to start maturing, look after something. It's a guaranteed way to develop your character, develop who you are, and just the pure joy and happiness when you treat a dog right, that you see in its eyes, when you truly care for it. And by care, yeah, I mean have the best for it. And if you're not doing the best for it, it's all about figuring it out. As long as you've got that aspect of things, you're fine and the dog is fine. You're both gonna have a great life together. And don't let your ego cloud what you need to do for this dog. And also, don't get me wrong, if you're insecure and you're getting a dog to fix that, doesn't mean that they're gonna fix it. They're just gonna aid you. They're gonna help you. Just like you need to train this dog. Don't forget to carry on training yourself. Because you can't just expect a dog to fix all your problems. But use the dog to see the things in life, to see that you have to be disciplined. If you don't feel disciplined, a dog's gonna make you, gonna force you to be disciplined, because you're gonna have to take it out. There are set criteria. They're simple dogs. There's a set criteria of what dogs need. And that's walking enough. That's feeding. And that's enough care and training put into them. It's as simple as that. As long as you can do them, you'll be happy. The dog will be happy. You'll start progressing in life. You'll start changing. You'll never regret it. The people that do give up the dogs when it's too much, they've just not got past that point of suffering. They've just not got past that point where they've not figured it out yet. Once you figure it out. Now, we did it ourselves. We never took it to a dog trainer, but the research, the books we've gone through, the books we've read to educate ourselves, the videos I've watched, because I want the best for them, because they give you so much joy, because in a way, they force you to care. And in a good way. It's not like, oh, I have to care. You want to care. You want nothing more but to make this dog's life perfect. And I think that's something we all need to have in our lives, because what it'll do is it'll make you care for everyone else. It'll bring care into your life that you'll then start realizing what you need to do for each other, what you need to do for everyone else. And if you don't think you've got the time for this dog, if you think your life's too busy, that can be a common thing. There are resources out there where you can still give it a great life. As long as you've got the money, you can pay people to look after it while you're at work. But you know what I mean? If you train it right, if you look after it correctly, most places will take your dog. Everyone wants a well-behaved dog around them. So focus on that. If you haven't got the money to put it in daycare or pay someone to walk it all the time during the day while you're at work, if you can't pop in home while it's there, if you haven't got someone to look after it, parent, family, that's the thing. All the family love it. Everyone benefits that you know. There's no regrets. But, I was sat there this morning looking at my two, and thinking some people out there don't know the potential what this can give you. Because I mean, I knew I wanted a dog. I knew I would love having a dog, but I didn't know what it was truly going to be like. And you can't ever explain and communicate this feeling to anyone of how great it actually is, how it is actually life-changing. And for those people that can look after and do have that intention and care, it is perfect. But yeah, peace.